Hello, people of the interwebs! Welcome back to my Let's Play of Atlantis the Lost Empire for RGOGNOCA, really good old games no one cares about. I am WanderGirl108. We have reached Atlantis, and now we go to Inner Atlantis. And here's where the game actually kind of starts to suck.
We're here! It wasn't easy, but the journal was right all along. Without it, we never would have made it.
So, this is probably the part of the game where you'll start to notice how incredibly barren these levels are. There's just not a lot going on. There is this. This is nothing, by the way. But, I guess there's some stuff here and there, but...
The door is locked.
Yeah, what's behind this door? That's when things really get, like... They were clearly running out of ideas already, even though this is level... What, 7, 8? Out of 13? They did include one random detail as a set dressing, though. Go away, spider. Go away, spider! Okay. They did include this. This looks like something, doesn't it? It is not. This is just a wall decoration. One of very few decorations in the game. Don't worry, it's nothing. For some reason, these spiders are not poisonous or venomous. Now, these two doors are ruined, but we can actually squeeze through this one, which is, in my opinion, is a bit of a dirty trick. Hey, at least it's dark while I'm playing this time, so I can actually see. So yeah, we're in the city proper, apparently. And there is one purple emu here to greet us. Don't worry, there are civilians. We'll be seeing them later in the level. Sort of. Yeah, this is just a lot of doors and corridors with the bare minimum done. You might think I'm being too harsh right now, which I kind of am, but I know what's coming, so cut me some slack. So if we go across this bridge, we go in here, and we go in here, this is nonsense. Nonsense is occurring here. This looks like a jail, right? Some kind of prison? It is. And it is the worst idea in this game. I know I'm hyping this up a lot. You'll see. Oh, also, this game does not follow the rule of collectathon platformers and hiding things behind waterfalls. That is not a thing here. Anyway, we have to go through here for some reason. We're going to get attacked by lobsters, if I recall correctly. Yep. And always look behind you. First time I played through this level, I missed 2 letters because I just didn't look around. You can technically fight underwater, but combat in this game is floaty at best anyway. But we have this clam, which we can punch to get more air. Because game. Yeah, there's the other letter I missed. I was just talking about this in the last video. Think like an insomniac, but... yeah. There are white crystals here. I'm not gonna bother with them. They don't matter. I have enough lives. The fact that we're reaching the end of the game already, and that even before we reach level 10, they ran out of ideas. That's the part of this game where you look at it and you think, you know, maybe they shouldn't have, you know? Like, where this is clearly... trying to see if there's anything over there besides a white crystal. I can't... I'll just go over there. Why not? And no, there was not. Because, like, A Bug's Life... The thing about A Bug's Life is that while it is obviously made to, you know, promote the movie, the game mechanics in that game are unique, creative, fun, charming. The levels are designed in a relatively interesting way. It doesn't ever really feel like they were running out of ideas. Also, there were boss fights. Have you noticed that? This game doesn't have those, besides the Leviathan in level 3, kind of. And that barely counts. Also, A Bug's Life just functioned better as a game than this does. This game... yeah. This game just... it's just promotional material. There was no real effort put into it. I think Caddy said it borrows mechanics from Resident Evil. I wouldn't know, I don't play horror games. I mentioned in my Klonoa playthrough that the scariest game I can comfortably play is the first Luigi's Mansion. Anyway, yeah, here's the key to that locked door from before. And, jump across here. No! Well, I'm gonna come back and get that later, and you'll see why. So, hey, look, a civilian.
Wow, an outsider. Be careful here. Atlantean guards don't like outsiders at all. Keep out of their sight or they'll arrest you. They're not afraid of anyone, except Princess Kida.
Yeah, so, new mechanic alert.
You outsiders sure are slow. Head through the market, but don't let the guards see you. You'll get caught.
Stealth. Yes, suddenly this is a stealth game.
Over there, you come.
And these guards, when they see you, they see you. This isn't like a Skyrim thing where you can
are defeated.
Where you can just wait them out.
The Atlantean guards don't mess around. Now where am I?
So yeah, now we're back here. All the way on the other side of the level. Yeah, these guards have object permanence and a ridiculous, I want to say realistic vision cone. Which, I mean, realism... No one likes realism in games. I mean, some people think they do, but... They're wrong. The less realistic a game is, the better, as far as I'm concerned. And this is one of those instances where it's like, yeah, what were they thinking? Making these guards realistic. And actually able to, like, see you. And have object permanence and stuff. I don't think that cost me a life either. I'm pretty sure that getting caught by the guards doesn't count as like a life loss. You just get teleported across the map. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna have another opportunity to get that letter now. Because someone thought that was a good idea. No!
Outsiders, raise the alarm. Outsiders don't belong here.
Looks like
Probably shouldn't have gone for that.
there must be a way out.
Yerby! Okay, let's try this again. You know, I almost wonder... I almost wonder if the reason they put the jail on the other side of the map was because they realized that getting to that particular letter was going to be difficult. Anyway.
Stop him.
And yeah, the guards won't come in here. I think one of them saw me, but...
Oh no! They've spotted me!
Oh.
Run!
Well, now they have. But they won't come in here. It's not that they lose object permanence, it's just that they just won't come in here for some reason.
The bale above here looks dangerously loose.
Subtle.
Over there! Get them!
Now, there is one kind of neat thing they did here. Oh, but this is not it. So I recall there isn't really anything in here, even though it looks like there should be. Yeah, there's nothing in here. These aren't... Oh, they are pushable. Oh, right! Right. I completely forgot what I was supposed to do here, but yes, I remember now. I just remembered the stealth section being annoying. And obviously I will have to go back for that letter. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. Okay. I think... Oh. No, this is not the thing I thought it was.
You, come here!
Yeah, he's just guarding the switch over there. It's not going to do anything to me. Where is the one actually kind of neat thing they did with this mechanic? Come on now, game. Ah, here's this letter. Clearly they expected you to come here before you go to the place.
An ancient mosaic. It has to be 1,000 years old. It's a shame there's a piece missing. The missing piece.
Not sure what the point of that was or why that door was unlocked by a mosaic, but...
The guards are only on the lookout for strangers. If I could find someone known to them, they could explore Atlantis freely.
So yes.
Hello, Milo.
This is the one actually kind of neat thing they did with this mechanic.
I cannot carry any more of these.
Well, I could use some health right now anyway, so... But yes. The guards will not arrest Kita. That's kind of cool, right? I mean, they don't really do much with the mechanic, but that's kind of a neat idea. Yeah, the blue sucks. There's a statue here. Okay, so there's some set dressings here, but it's kind of ruined by the fact that they turned this into a stealth game. A very half-hearted stealth game at that. See, this guy, he's not gonna bother me. Because I am the princess. Now, I could swear, and when I played this game as a kid, I could get the guards to greet me. Did he say anything? I couldn't hear. Anyway, I'm going back for that letter now. Kita's the best platforming character anyway, so... Who knows, maybe this time I'll actually get it. Why are you not dying? Oh yeah, she kicks for her third attack. Anyway, yeah, BRB. Oh, I wonder what the child says to Kita. If she says anything. The child does not speak to Kita. Okay. Also, the child swivels on a turntable. Alright, BRB. Alright. There we go. And I did definitively prove on the way over here that yes, Kita does jump higher than Milo. There were many jumps on the way up the annoying staircase that Milo couldn't make that Kita did easily. So yes, definitively she has a higher and further jump than Milo. Which is kind of neat. Also, little neat attention to detail, I guess. Don't know why shooting those things with a powered-up staff sometimes just didn't hit them. Really not sure what's up with that. I feel like there should be a monster here. Ah, there we go. You're a little late to the party, buddy. Goodness knows why they're giving us all this health. I'm not going to need it. I say as I get hit. But like, I don't need this much health. Anything down here? No. What is the point of this? Anyway, here's the last letter.
Movie activated.
Now we have these turning platforms for some reason. Ah! See, I would assume the pool's there to catch my fall, except there's no fall damage in this game. So what's the point? I do like Kita's pull-up motion is to do a flip. That's pretty cool. Ah. See, now her further jump is actually a problem. Kind of. Don't worry, I'll get it. There we go. And now, for no really well explained reason...
Good job. I can see why you were chosen for this mission. See you in Atlantis.
Rather than moving on to the next level, what we do now is we go back to Outer Atlantis and finish that level for some reason. I don't know why they did this. It's completely pointless. Not least because you don't get to keep the white crystals you collected on your initial pass through of this level. So, like, in order to get all the crystals in this level, which isn't a requirement for anything, but even in order to do it, you would have to go all the way back to the beginning from here, which would be completely pointless. And now here we are back here. And now this door's randomly unlocked for no discernible reason. It's not like we actually went through to get a key or something. It's just, this part's just unlocked now. Really not sure what they were thinking here. Where's the last letter? But yeah, very clearly they gave up at this point. Go.
Movie activated.
I guess because the next part we're going to is when Milo and Kita went for a night swim trying to read the sunken murals detailing the past of Atlantis that
Time to get the
for some reason no one knows.
Looks like the right choice to me. See you in Atlantis.
But I mean, I guess that would be in Outer Atlantis and not Inner Atlantis.
Where in Atlantis would
I guess it kind of makes sense. Kind of. But it's by no means justified. I did say this was going to be a long video, so...
Kita mentioned that these underwater caverns contain the knowledge of Atlantis' past. The water looks deep, though.
I guess this is kind of a neat grove that we only get to spend a few seconds in. So yes, here's the underwater level. We are going to be availing ourselves of many a clam. Luckily, the swimming mechanics in this game aren't completely awful. They're just kind of awful. Like, I basically have control of my character, which, you know, in water levels, it's pretty much the most you can ask for. I think this is a way back in after we go somewhere else. I'm not gonna bother fighting these things. Oh, this is back the way we came. I guess there's some set dressing here. There's some, like, kelp and stuff, and there are these nice glowing, like, wall panels and stuff. I know there was a hole back here, which makes this clam redundant. I don't recall which one is important. I don't think there's anything in this hole. So why is there a clam? That was extremely pointless. Anyway. Only Milo and Kita are in this scene of the movie, so obviously they're the only ones we can use here.
This is Kita. This stone slab contains a keyhole.
You don't say. Okay, so that's the hole I came in through. What is all this noise? I'll be honest, I don't remember much of this level. The only thing I remember about this level is a really annoying thing at the end. What? That's supposed to be the kill everything in the room button. What just happened? Not with the things, with the thing that just moved for some reason. Like that. Are you... friend? Probably not, but you don't seem to be, like, chasing me or anything. Whatever. Yeah, your default health is 50, but you can go above that for some reason. Don't know why. There's a lot I could say about this game where it's like, that's that way because. And there's that. So yes, this is I think this is where I was a little bit ago. Yeah. Before this redundant hole. And I think I just happened to go the right way. And now I can't remember which way I went. Did I go left or right? I think I went left. Did I? This doesn't seem familiar. Everything looks the same in this level, okay? Okay, no, this is different. What are you? Ah, here we go.
An old heavy chain. One of its links is missing.
Is this
The
anything?
door is locked.
No. Well, we found, this. I'm gonna. Oh. Maybe the hole wasn't redundant. Yeah, how about that? So, there wasn't really an obstacle course to this in the movie. But the parts where they, again, the parts where they deviated from the movie show the most creativity, I guess. Hello, Purple Shark. And there are some things about this level that are creative, I guess. There's, you know, some inventory puzzles and stuff. It's not great, but they're gonna do some things with the environment and stuff in this level. This level, conceptually it isn't bad, it's just a water level. And, fitted with all the trappings that come with that. Hello, octopus. I do not wish to bother you, sir or miss. Saying earlier about realism. Realistically, you could not breathe underwater if you just happen to, like, get a bubble of air. You are terrifying, sir. You know, you can't, like... You can't just select to breathe in the bubble when you're underwater. An air vent would not be particularly useful underwater. Can we be done, please? There we go. Definitely using a checkpoint after that. Ah! Right. This. This gave me some trouble. You might think that the objective here is to break the pots. And you would be right, but that's not all that we're doing here.
The door is locked. The door is...
Because... contrary to how the game has gone up until now, this key does not open this door. Instead, what we're supposed to do... you see this damaged wall here. We're supposed to be baiting the thing into hitting this wall. So that we can then do this. And the key that we just got is to something else. This level's also fairly extensive. This might... I think this might be the biggest level in the game. It's just so much of it is underwater that I don't really care. I'm sorry. Honestly, I'm not in the mood to be doing this right now. So this video is probably gonna suck. And if it gets corrupted, I guess I won't complain. But... see, I can't complain about it because this is something that happens in the movie, sort of. Or more accurately, much like with the Fire and Ice Trials, they took something that happened in the movie and expanded on it.
The door is locked.
That says... I think that says secret again. Yeah, I think that just says secret again. Which, this is the secret key for the door that says secret. So... that happened for some reason, I guess. Presumably that happened for a reason. I don't want to fight you guys. Fighting stuff is so pointless. Oh. I feel like I missed something, but I also feel like I'm gonna be able to go back there at some point. Nice tiling on the water here. Ugh. So very slow. And yes, I need to get the crystal. I need to get the shiny things. Anyone who plays video games understands you get the shiny things. I feel like I'm missing letters. I don't think I want a checkpoint. I think I want to go back to where I was. I have more than enough lives to do it. Well, I will. I will. Hold on. Okay. Being careful this time. And there was nothing there. Okay. I will say, it is an interesting attention to detail that no matter what angle you swim as Kita, you cannot see up her skirt. She's covered under there. I'm glad they did that. I mean, it seems like it should be a no-brainer, but meh. I've seen games where, like, they just don't render what's underneath a female character's skirt. No, it's rendered. She has clothing under there. Heck, even in my favorite game of all time, Threads of Fate, you can look up Mint's skirt several times, and she's just kind of not rendered down there at all. As opposed to her, you know, not basically flashing her panties every time she kicks. I missed a letter. Where did I miss a letter? No, game. Game, you can't do this to me. I have been so careful. I have to very slowly go back. It really is the slowness that's the problem here. Or did I miss something? Oh, right there. Okay. I like this door. Did I already see that door? I don't know anymore. No, because wait, you're not an octopus. You're a what are those things? They're like snails, but they're squids with snail shells. Nautilus? You're a nautilus. That's what you are. You're still terrifying, either way. But I like you a lot more now because you have a snail-like shell. And I like snails. I am gonna drown. That's not a... Yeah, no, I'm gonna drown. BRB. I don't know how I managed to drown there, also. Doesn't take that much air to even get here. Just don't want to miss anything. I'm sorry, I don't really have anything else to say. This level is very long, and it kind of drags. But there are some, like, kind of good bits that I like, and I would like to get to them soon. It's just most of it is just very slowly swimming. And, like, of all the things to make the long part of the game, you know? Had to be the one where you swim. Ah, so there is an inventory puzzle coming up. I'm glad I can't even talk anymore. I'm so done with this level. But there is an inventory puzzle coming up that I kind of like. So I wonder how high your life can go. Can it go above 99? It can go all the way up to 100. Okay. You can carry 10 of the health items and 20 of the crystals, I believe. This will be something later. I guess there is something to be said for exploring these ancient ruins, even though they're underwater, which... Water levels are very tricky to pull off. Everyone knows this. They are much hated for a reason.
Water is the key. Once all 3 vessels are full, the path will become clear.
Okay, so this one's full. And what isn't immediately obvious
This fountain is in perfect condition.
is that these are not all going to be regular colors of water.
This fountain is switched off. If only I can find some way to reactivate it. This fountain is broken. Water will never flow from its jaws again.
So you might have thought, because I got the vase earlier, that all I would have to do is carry the water from here and then put it in these two. But no, it's different water for each of those fountains. And the fact that the one that's working by default is blue doesn't make that immediately apparent. I think they could have maybe done it differently there. But I do kind of like this puzzle. Kind of. It's not really much of a puzzle, if I'm honest. Is this the way I came? I wish everything didn't look so samey. Ah, this room. I've had a lot of experience with this room. Hopefully we'll not be doing that again, because now I know. Okay. So right now, we need to be able to pull this. And Kita can't, even though she is more agile and nimble and limber than Milo. She's still a girl, I guess? I don't know. Still not a fan of that argument. Yeah, so now you can clearly see the waters are different colors. I really wish there was something indicating that from the start.
Milo here.
But, oh well. So here's the one moment in this part where it's actually necessary to play as Milo instead of Kita. And the best thing to do after this, once he's pulled this out, is to switch immediately back to Kita and never switch back to Milo again. Even though Milo's the one who needs to be going on this swim because he's the one who can read the murals and stuff. That's how it works in the movie.
Hello, Milo.
But, it's really best not to do this part as Milo. It's really best not to do most of this part as Milo. Just because Kita's a better jumper. I am trying to look around, game. I know the blue one sucks. Doesn't do anything really. But can I just not hit things that haven't been activated? Because that's not how it worked earlier in the game. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the game wants from me. What I do know is that this water...
Amazing. This water glows with color. I should find a way to take some with me. It might be of use elsewhere.
So that's what the vase is for. It does say it's a vase of water now, so. Not a lot of feedback on that, but meh. You can't move when you're hanging, so I don't know what the point of having to jump again to move, or to get all the rest of the way up is. But whatever. So. Here's this part. You have to jump to get to that letter. Milo cannot make that jump. Kita can? But, it's still tricky. Can't remember if there's anything else down here. This is not the place from which you're supposed to jump to grab that. I'm going to miss this jump at least once. Like, I can tell you that right now. But this is the last thing I have to do in the video, so... Oh, hey! Look at that, I made it.
Movie activated.
That took me a long time when I did a dry run of this game. Because I kept trying to do it as Milo. Because I figured, oh, you know, I have to switch to Milo. I might as well stay as Milo for a little while. Big mistake. Again, it's weird that there is no need for Milo aside from that one specific moment that has nothing to do with the reason he's even on this trip. Like I said, that was going to be relevant later. So yeah, that's this level. Again, some neat ideas. Really not a fan of the swimming, but I can't complain about that too much considering that, you know... Is this where I just was? Nope, this is the way out. Okay. Can't complain about it too much because that is what happens in the movie. It's just... tiring. So that's going to do it for this video. Sorry I completely ran out of steam there. Thank you so very much for watching if you did. I really do appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you next time.